Hello Capricorn, welcome back to New Hope Tarot, where we will be doing your special message for the second half of March along with advice. I have meditated upon the cards and I have pre-shuffled, but as always, I'll go ahead and shuffle live. During the second half messages, I typically don't get visions. Spirit normally does not give me a visual. We just hone in on the energies. But during your meditation, they showed me an airplane. And the airplane reminds me of traveling, of course. But then it reminded me of a dream that I had last night, which was about people flying and falling. And I don't mean to scare you, but this could be, this is just a warning. Just be careful when you take, if you are traveling. But this is also, this dream is also about the potential of just being careful overall, making sure that if you are traveling, you take the appropriate steps when you travel for safe traveling. So for instance, let's say you're going abroad, make sure you have your passport, so that you have the safest, smoothest trip possible, right? Don't focus too much on the person flying in the dream. And that was my dream. That had nothing to do with the meditation, but it did remind me of it. And because it flashed back to it immediately, it just reminded me, it's something that I should bring up. And just so you know, in the dream, the person who fell as they were flying, they got back up. So it's not like, something bad happened to them. They got back up, nothing, like there was no death involved. So I don't want you to think that. I didn't mean to scare you, but I did want to mention it because this is about if something happens, make sure that you're able to recoup, to get back going, right? So again, the word passport keeps coming up to mind. So please make sure that you have all your checklists and, you don't leave your passport on top of the kitchen counter when it's time for you to take this trip. All right. Your first oracle card is keep an open mind. And then it reads, your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Spirit is so funny. So I told you that they showed me an airplane, and then I told you about my dream. And guess what is on this card? A cherub with wings flying. I mean, that's funny. That is so funny. And genuinely what I'm seeing with this particular thing, I don't necessarily think this has to do with a soulmate. I think this is saying whatever you think. Let's take, for instance, let's say you are going on a trip. What this is saying is keep an open mind. Just because you think, this is, you're going to do XYZ, doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to do XYZ. Or if you do XYZ, it might not be what you expected. Maybe you hoped for better, maybe you hoped for more, or whatever that is. Okay, so, and then we have clear. May you see things as they are. Again, I'm getting the same sensation here. It's really about just enjoying things for what they are. If you do leave your passport, keep an open mind. It doesn't mean that everything is ruined. See things clearly. Say, what, that's okay. I'll go back. Am I able to get a different flight? keep an open mind. What I'm really seeing here is be calm and placid in regards to a funky situation is really what I'm seeing here. Communicate clearly also is what I'm seeing here. Communicate calmly. I know that the clear oracle card says, may you see things as they are, but what I am getting is communication. Yes, see things for what they are. See it only as a setback, not that it's, the death of this trip. Let's say, for instance, it has to do with a trip, right? Your holiday plans. See things for what they are and then communicate calmly. It's like, okay, you know what? I forgot my passport. It's totally fine. Before I run back and get my passport, am I able to get another flight to my destination? And if so, what time is that? Because I want to make sure that I'm able to go back and get my passport, right? So that's what this is saying here. I'm not saying that that's the exact situation. It's just an example, all right? Then we have the Queen of Cups in reverse, and we have the Three of Wands, which is about travel. Oh, Spirit. Seriously, you can't make this up. I love Spirit. Spirit is so concise. It's not even funny. All right, let's see. With the Queen of Cups in reverse, what I'm seeing is don't necessarily sacrifice something for something else. Is what I'm saying. Is what I'm seeing here with the Queen of Cups. And what I mean by that is just because you forgot your passport and you made an error, this doesn't mean that you have to beat yourself up over and over and over again. Let's say that you're going with a friend or, your significant other, whatever that is. Don't keep apologizing over something that you made a simple error about. Okay? If this person this is saying, be leery that this person might I can't say that word on YouTube. This person might complain and bitch a lot about, oh my God, I can't believe, you forgot your passport. Oh my God, we could already be there. Oh my God, like stupid stuff like that. And what I'm getting with this Queen of Cups energy is saying, listen, I made a mistake. You don't need to keep beating me up over the head about it. I already feel bad enough as it is. You adding to it isn't helping. That's what I'm seeing here. Because I feel like this person is really going to give you some sort of guilt trip over this. And then with the Three of Wands, I feel like you're just moving forward. It's like, you know what? Things happen for a reason. I'm not going to worry about it. It is what it is. I've adjusted the plans. I'm not going to have this woe is me attitude about it. And I feel like if you are going with somebody, I'm not saying that you are, you might not be. Because with this Queen of Cups, it could also be, this could be your own thoughts saying, oh, you're so stupid. Why did you make this mistake? Blah, 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 blah. But you need to be saying to yourself, you know what? I made a mistake. F it. I'm still going. I might be going later and, I have to make, adjustments, but whatever, I'm still going on this holiday and that's totally fine, right? Because I see with the Three of Wands here is that you're still moving forward. I really do see that you're still moving forward in this particular situation. And then with the Two of Swords, I feel like if you are going with somebody, I feel like you might give them some sort of ultimatum. And you're just going to, you know what? I feel like this is what you're going to say to them. You know what? I can't deal with this negativity right now. I know that it's not the best scenario. However, we're still going. So chill the F out is what I'm seeing here. That's for some. For others, what I'm seeing here is that if you're stuck in this Queen of Cups in reverse mindset, you might have a difficult time seeing the positivity within this travel. I feel like it could be a huge hindrance. And instead of focusing on the travel, because in this Two of Swords, I don't know if I said Two of Wands, but it's Two of Swords. And this Two of Swords cup, oh my gosh, Two of Swords card, I can speak. There's land behind them. And you don't see the land because you're blindfolded and you're blinded by something so simple. When all you have to do is remove the blindfold, put down the swords, and just make a decision about no longer stressing about a dumb mistake and moving forward, is what I'm seeing here with this Two of Swords. And then we have the Goddess Ella and the Moon card. And the Goddess Ella is about acceptance. Accept things for what they are. I mean, really, that's really what it comes down to. Accept things for what they are and keep moving forward. And then we have the Moon card here. And really what the Moon card is saying is don't allow whatever darkness that casted the shadow on your dream or your ideal travel plan. Don't let that ruin it. Don't let it ruin it, because there's still magic happening. It's not it's not a complete loss. Again, that's just a scenario. That's not necessarily what this is about. Fit it within your situation. I plugged it into the travel scenario because they gave me the plane. Okay. So let's say, for instance, this does have to do with a soulmate, right? What this is saying is keep an open mind. This situation or this person might not be the typical person. But once you see past these things and you get to know things and things start coming more into focus, that's when you go, oh, okay, right? And with the Queen of Cups, this is saying, don't be too fickle in what your ideal person is, because it's not about the physical looks. Physical looks will eventually fade. The chemistry, the intellect, your values, those are the things that you need to really focus on. Right? So this is saying, with the Queen of Cups in reverse, is saying don't be fickle-minded about it. And then be confident enough with the Three of Wands, be confident enough to move forward with the idea that this could be a potential partner, right? Don't be blinded with this Two of Swords. Don't be blinded to the idea that this person could be a potential solid relationship. Okay? Maybe you have the option of, two different people. This is saying go for the person that you may not see as your, physical attractive, person, but you have the most in common with. This is saying choose the person that you have the most in common with. Okay? Then we have take risk. Take risk is the oracle card in the advice, and then we're going to get a tarot card here. We have the Emperor. All right, and it's actually the Emperor in reverse. And with the take risk card, what I'm seeing here is really about you taking the chance to move forward regardless. You taking, so let's say, for instance, this has to do with your, traveling, right? This is saying move forward with it. Whether, the person that you choose to, that you were planning on going with goes or not, or they're complaining or not, this is saying go forward anyways. Keep moving forward. If this has to do with the relationship aspect, this is saying take a risk on the person that you don't necessarily see as the person of your dreams, but take the risk because they, after all, could be the person that could make you the happiest. With the Emperor in reverse here, this is about you being too rigid in your idea of who this person could be or should look like or whatever. Or if it's in regards to traveling, the rigid idea of, it has to be 100% perfect, right? Remember, the initial card was keep an open mind, which is no surprise that the Emperor in reverse comes up, and which is saying, let go of the rigidity. Don't be too rigid in the idea. Take a chance on something that's slightly different from what you initially, what your initial thoughts are. Okay, and then we have, believe it or not, we have 2, 3, and then the Emperor is 4. So overall, I'm seeing that there's improvements here. I'm seeing that this is actually going to be a good thing. And I feel like you're going to progress slowly if this has to do with a relationship. And you're going to warm up to this person. Now, if this has to do with travel, then this has to do with you releasing control of the idea of how something should look like slowly. 2, 3, 4, gradual. These are in the lower realms. This isn't like 7, 8, 9, you know what I mean? Or 8, 9, 10 or anything like that. This is like slow progression. And I mean, progression is still progression. That's what I'm seeing here for you, my dear Capricorns. Just be mindful, hopefully if you're seeing this before you take your trip, you have your checklist and you go, check, I got this. Check, I have this. I'm not going to risk the idea of me messing up or delaying this trip because I have my checklist, right? But, if you do happen to forget it, guess what? Take a risk. Go up to the counter and say, you know what? I forgot my passport. That's my bad. Am I able to change flights? If so, what is it going to cost? What is it going, you know what I mean? And try to make adjustments accordingly so that you're still able to make your trip if that's something you so want to do. All right, my dear ones, that was your reading for the second half of March. That was your special message. Ooh, hold on. Before I go, I see the number 10 out of nowhere. I don't know at the beginning and an end. I see the number 10 out of nowhere. I just picked up the take risk card and I happened to see the number 10 there. It's not meant to be the number 10. It just happens to look like the number 10. So allow something to die in order for something to begin. And if you do take this risk, I feel like it's going to be incredibly successful for you. I feel like something's going to happen. Something wonderful will happen. Maybe you will meet your soulmate when you take this travel. Oh my, okay, hold on. Oh, hold on. Spirit wants me to grab another card. Oh my gosh. What is happening right now? Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. Listen. Listen, my dear ones. Take this risk. Take this risk and learn from it. Learn from your past mistakes, and instead of like getting peeved off about some silly mistake, take the risk, move forward, because I feel like there's a great opportunity ahead in meeting your significant person or a specific opportunity. Because the moment you learn from past mistakes is when you learn to live in the moment and you take risk, and then all of a sudden things start happening. All right, my dear ones. Ooh, I'm totally going to leave it there because that is amazing. All right. Until we meet again, have a great second half of your month. Bye.